my dear students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 9, Industrial Revolution. Students, this is a very important topic of class 11th history, Industrial Revolution. In this we will study that from which country and how the Industrial Revolution came and how it is spread to whole of Europe, because the development which we see now all over the world are mainly due to the coming of the Industrial Revolution. Many things you know regarding the Industrial Revolution, but here we study in detail. The related topic on the Industrial Revolution you have also studied in class 10 under the topic Age of Industrialization. Today we in this video or in this class 11th class you are going to study the Industrial Revolution in more depth. Okay, so let's start. It is said that Industrial Revolution mainly started in Britain. From which country it started? Industrial Revolution firstly came in Britain, and the time period was 1780s, and up to the 1850s the time period said to be the Industrial Revolution, when a great revolution in the industrialization came in Britain. Regarding the coming of the Industrial Revolution in England, the phase was studied by many scholars. Like there was one of the great scholar who did a lot of work on the Industrial Revolution in England. The name was Arnold Toynbee. The name was Arnold Toynbee. He was a great economist and philosopher of the time, and he studied on the Industrial Revolution came in England and gave a series of lectures in Oxford University on the topic lectures on the Industrial Revolution in England. And after the lectures given by the Arnold Toynbee, many later scholars were also agreed by the things which were analyzed by the Arnold Toynbee, and they study on the same pathway studied by the Arnold Toynbee, and they give the depth to the study. Okay, so now let's start. When we study the phases of the Industrial Revolution, we broadly divide the Industrial Revolution into two phases. Two phases, first phase and the second phase. The time period of the first phase is from 1780s to the 1850s. Industrial Revolution consists of two phases, first phase and the second phase. The time period of the first phase is from 1780s up to 1850s, while second phase started from 1850s onwards. And the leading country in the first phase was Britain. Because you know Industrial Revolution firstly came in Britain, in England, therefore from 1780s to 1850s, this time period, in the first phase the leading country was Britain. Okay, while in the second phase the leading countries were Germany and USA. In the first phase, in the field of industrialization, the main industries which developed were coal industry, cotton textile industry and iron industries. These were the main industries which developed in the first phase of industrialization. And you know, in the first phase Britain was the leading country. Which industries developed? Coal, iron and cotton textile industries. These three industries. While in the second phase of industrialization started with the invention of railway. After the invention of railway, there is a change came in the Industrial Revolution, and from here the second phase of the industrialization began. And in the second phase, the leading industries were the chemical industry and the electrical industry. Both these industries expanded. And in the second phase of industrialization, Britain lost its position, and the leading position was taken by the Germany and USA. They became the major industrial power of the world in the second phase. And you know, in 9th standard you have studied in the chapter of the Russian Revolution that in Russia industrialization came in very late in the 19th century. Okay, and when industrial revolution came in England, it was not the first phase from where the रशिया बिगिन इट्स इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. जैसे बेटे इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन इंडिया में है, सबसे पहले तो कौन सी इंडस्ट्री डेवलप हुई? कोल, आयरन एंड द कॉटन इंडस्ट्रीज, दीज डेवलप. ओके, and then we move to the second phase, that is the development of the chemical and the electrical industry. But in Russia, when the industrial revolution came, industrial revolution mainly came in Russia very late, in the late of the 19th century. And when it came, Russia started with the second phase industries. Like in Russia, when industrial revolution came, the industries which developed were mainly the heavy industries, like that of the railway industry. These industries develop in the initial phase of the industrialization in Russia. Okay, so what we studied till now, we studied that industrial revolution firstly came in Britain. We studied the time period. Then we see that industrial revolution mainly when we study it broadly, we see that it consists of two phases. In the first phase, the three main industries develop: iron, coal and cotton textile industry, and Britain was the leading country in the first phase. While in the second phase, the industries which developed were the chemical and the electrical industry, and second phase started with the invention of the railway, and the leading industries were the Germany and the USA. And we have also seen that in Russia, when the industrial revolution came, the industrial revolution began with the development of the heavy industries, like that of the iron industries and the other industries. Now beta, when we studied all these things, the question came in our mind that in whole world, why industrial revolution firstly came in Britain only, why not in any other country? So now we go to the reasons why industrial revolution firstly came in Britain. Okay, the question can also be asked in exam also in this way. Why did industrial revolution firstly occur in England? Give reason. So now we discuss the reason of behind this. The one of the reason was that it has been politically stable country since 17th century. Since 17th century, England was politically stable country because there was a monarchy in England. And because one unified monarchy, a monarchy is there under whom a large territory, whole territory of England was there. And because of that centralized rule, there was a stability of administration, which led to a growth and the stability in the country. So this was one of the reasons England was politically stable country. Okay, since the 17th century. Now second, England consists of the abundance of the natural resources. Which natural resources? Like the iron and the coal. You have seen that the industries which develop in England was mainly the coal, iron industry. So it has the natural resources, abundance of the natural resources like iron and coal. Now third reason, England was economically sound country, economically strong country. Why it was economically sound country? The reason was that Britain was unified under monarchy. Which monarchy? At the time when industrial revolution came in 1780s, there was the rule of George III in England. Okay, so the country was unified under one monarch. This meant that when a country is unified under one monarch, then there must be a common law, common administration, a single currency, and a big unified market is there. And when there is a big market, obviously the economy will become stronger, the economy will become sound. And as there you have studied all the things, there was a single currency, money widely used as a medium of exchange. Means when people did the payment in term of money, in term of currency, not in term of kind. Money widely started to be used. People got salary and wages in cash rather than as kind. As kind means in the form of certain good. Instead of giving the return in term of certain good, they got the salary and the wages in term of the money, in term of a cash. And this led to the expanded market for the sale of good. When you have a money in your hand, then you have a lot of a wider choice to buy any of the thing from the market. When you did any favor to anyone and that person give you the return in a form of a kind, then you have no more choice. Instead, when you get the money, you have a lot of choice, and this thing favored the expansion of the market. Okay, so we studied 3 reasons behind. England was politically stable. Second, there was abundance of the natural resources like the coal and the iron. The third, England was economically sound. Why it was economically sound? Because it was unified under a single monarch, due to which there was a centralized administration, common laws, a single currency, and which led to the expansion of the market. People got the salary in term of cash, and this gave people wider choice to expand their earning and expanded market for the sale of goods. Okay, now fourth reason, England had trade relation with many countries of the world. This was one of the main another reason behind the Industrial Revolution, why it came in England, because it had a trade relations with many countries of the world. It had better transportation facility. There was an availability of the labor forces at a cheap rate. At a cheap rate, they got a labor force. England had a colony all over the world at that time. It was said that the sun of the British Empire never set. Means the colonies of the British Empire was expanded from the east to the west. So it had many colonies. That's why they have a source of the natural resources also, and many other things. And at that time, in the 17th century, 18th century, the bank was available in England to give the credit to the people. And when the people can get the credit, they have the money to invest the money on anything. And all these were the reason why the Industrial Revolution firstly came in England. Thank you.